Hello everyone and welcome to this week's episode of The Fan from Bankwest Stadium, home of the Parramatta Eels and the Canterbury Bulldogs and the Cronulla Sharks, the Roosters, the Rabbitohs, normally home of the Tigers but not post-COVID. It's getting a little complicated, I know. But just great to be back at the grounds. And did you realise when you watched Friday night on Fox League when the Rabbitohs ran out against the Roosters, for Wayne Bennett, that was his 843rd game as coach. Now, you add that to his Queensland Cup career before he first joined the Raiders in 1987. He has coached over 1,000 matches in first grade. But in all that time, how well do we know Wayne? Poker-faced, Clint Eastwood, doesn't laugh. And then to confuse the issue, do you remember this from last year in the dressing room with the Rabbitohs? High-fiving, low-fiving, dancing, smiling, laughing. Wayne Bennett, 70 years of age. The best people who know him are the players, and we caught up with the Rabbitohs to tell us exactly what Wayne is like. Do you think the Wayne Bennett you know is different to the Wayne Bennett the fans think they know?
Absolutely. I think, you know, what you see on the camera is what Wayne wants you to see and want you to think. But when you sort of get to know him and, you know, he starts breaking through that, you know, fourth wall, then, yeah, there's a lot more to Wayne than you think. So, yeah, you know, he's got some quality one-liners.
100%. It's quite the opposite, actually. Yeah, he's an avid smiler. He gets around all the boys, loves a laugh. He's a very dedicated and serious person when he needs to be, but at the same time, when it's the right time to have a laugh and joke about, he's you know, he's up there with some of the, you know, the characters of the club.
The Fox League viewers got to see Wayne even breaking out into dance in the dressing room. Be honest, did that even surprise you, or you thought this is coming?
I was actually a little bit concussed after that game, so when he come in dancing, I thought I was seeing things really, but no, it was good to see him sort of yeah, break free after that game and yeah, embrace the boys like that. He's got a little bit of that in him, a little bit of fire, and you know, once he gets excited, then it starts to come out a little bit. So yeah,
that's the real Wayne Bennett. I think he, you know, I think he dropped his guard, but that's what we see.
That didn't shock me at all. Purely based on what he's like at training in behind closed doors. You know, he's got great relationships with all the players. He genuinely cares about all the boys, and whenever there's a great moment at training, he's very similar. So yeah, that didn't surprise me one bit.
It was probably, you know, excitement overload for everyone watching on TV, because obviously you've never seen him like that before. But yeah, obviously it takes a bit for him to get excited like that, and a win against his old club will probably do it.
We knew he had a little bit of, you know, bit of fun in him, I guess you could say. Everyone probably just sees what he gives to the media, but you know, that was hilarious.
How do you sum up Wayne's dancing style?
Yeah, he's not got a great rhythm. He does like his music though, but now I know what he likes.
Right.
So if I play Pretty Woman by Roy Orbison, he's bobbing his head and he's Pretty woman walking down the street. You know, he loves it. So as soon as I put it on, we all look and check out what his dance moves is.
Can you get Wayne Bennett? Can you G him up? Can he be gullible? Can you, or is no one game to try that?
I test him daily. If I can, try and get under his skin, or you know, try and get a little hack out of him. He's pretty cluey though. He's pretty switched on. He knows what he's doing. He's obviously had all them tricks before. Obviously spending time with Alf and a number of the pranksters back in the day. So it's everything he's seen before.
You can always get a little smirk out of him, I reckon. You get that little out of him, but yeah, I mean, you know, there's times when he's serious. Mainly that's when he's on the field. You know, if you're on the field and you're in training, he's on, but most of the other time when you're off the field, you can have a joke, and you know, usually he throws one in first. He's probably the first one to throw a joke in.
Has Wayne Bennett got a joke in him and a one-liner?
He's got a few in the back pocket that obviously I haven't heard before, and you know, when he throws them out here and there, I have a little bit of a giggle to myself because they're pretty funny. But yeah, he's I don't know. I don't think I haven't heard him tell a great joke, but he's got a few great one-liners.
100%. He's forever making jokes. They're fairly dry jokes, so he tends to have a laugh and lightens the mood fairly quickly when we come into training, which is great.
Wayne says more little one-liners or comments that, worrying's like a rocking chair. It gives you something to do but gets you nowhere. So he's got little funny lines like that, and they're actually, pretty true of how they are. So that's how Wayne is.
Is there any chance he's a comedian in a coach's body, busting to get out, or they just going a bit too far?
He's a very wise man. He's got a lot of knowledge. I don't think he's a comedian. He's well-mannered and, really down to earth. He's always got a view on everything, which generally hits the spot. But yeah, he's a great character and he's a great role model for the game.